Thank you so much. And hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? Anyone? I see my session is going to be interactive and I want people to answer.
It's
We are
fine,
good,
ma'am.
ma'am.
It's good.
Perfect. Yes, Sufia, you're trying to say something?
Yeah, fine, ma'am. How about you?
All good, all good. Perfect. How about others? Good. Show me a raise of hand or thumbs up or anything as to how are you feeling. Good, happy. Perfect. Oh, perfect, perfect. So my name is Dhwani and today we are going to talk about communication and confidence and first impression. Now tell me one thing. When I say confidence, what does confidence mean to you? What is confidence? Who would want to say? I'm sure you all must have heard कि we have to be a confident person. Confidence तो होना ही चाहिए. Otherwise, we can't crack a job if you don't have confidence. तो what is confidence? ये लोग जो बोलते रहते confidence, confidence, क्या है confidence? क्यों होना चाहिए confidence?
It's about being fearless. You can do what you want and showing the impression that you are not nervous at all.
Okay. Okay. How about others?
Ma'am, good evening, ma'am. This is Bharat. Confidence means how we believe in ourselves.
Perfect. Exactly. What else? Anyone else? Okay. So like how Bharat said, and I think Nipa was the one who spoke, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So like you mentioned, Nipa, you're partially correct, but Bharat was absolutely correct that confidence is about what you believe that you are. Your
Yes,
thoughts,
ma'am.
your belief.
Believing in ourselves.
Exactly, absolutely. What you believe in yourself, what are your thoughts, how you perceive yourself is what confidence is. How you feel that you look is what confidence is. Now let's understand that are you confident?
Not 100%, ma'am.
Okay. How about others? Everyone, come on, unmute and tell me. What do you
Not
feel?
sure, ma'am.
Are you a confident
No,
person?
ma'am.
No.
No, no, ma'am.
Not much, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No,
Yes.
ma'am.
Confident.
Okay. Thank you for your honest reply. Why do you feel for the people who are saying no? Why do you feel that you're not confident? क्यों लगता है कि तुम confident नहीं हो? तुम बोल सकते हो.
Because
Because we
whatever
don't
you
know
are
something
asking and we are
perfectly.
unable to answer your questions, even though we knew it properly, but we are unable to do it right now.
Okay. Okay.
Communication is the problem.
Okay. What else?
And in
And
communication, something we don't know perfect. So that's why we feel we lose our confidence.
so is confidence okay? Wait, let me just stop myself here. I need to address this elephant in the room.
Including self image also.
Vinay, thanks for getting self-image. But क्या confidence सिर्फ communication से ही related है? नहीं. Confidence is
Body language. Body language.
okay. ठीक है. Now, all the things that we are saying, that communication, body language is a part of confidence. Now, confidence is something that how you feel about yourself. It's about what you perceive about yourself. Now, confidence does not, अगर आपको अच्छा लगेगा ना, आप आराम से बात कर ले जाओगे लोगों के साथ. It's not about communication. It's not about you demonstrating yourself. It's not about body language to a certain extent. It's about from within. अपने अंदर से है वो. So if I ask you that, are you confident? And it's also not about कि मैं बोल नहीं पा रहा हूँ आपके question को. It's not that. आपको पता है. It's just that you're feeling shy to talk about it. Everybody, okay, everybody. I tell this to everyone that everybody has confidence. It is just that we fumble. We fumble because we have fear of judgment, and it is not it is not the problem of confidence. It is the part of being judged by people कि क्या मैं गलत बोल दिया तो इतने सारे जन हैं कोई मुझे जज कर लेगा तो. The problem is that it's not confidence. I hope I am clear with this aspect.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So let's understand confidence with a questionnaire. Okay. Everybody has a pen and paper.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, I would love for everyone to come on camera if possible, because that's first step to overcome your fear of being judged and your fear of just being confident. Oh, wow, lovely. I see people coming on camera. Superb, superb, amazing. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is, I have a small questionnaire prepared. I would want everybody to read that question and then rate yourself as rate that question as true or false if you feel that it is correct and applicable to you. Understood? So I'll be showing a questionnaire. What we can do is we all can go through each question one by one, and then I want you to tick mark whether it is true or false. Perfect? Okay. So
Yes.
we'll do it quickly. Now the first question is, my glass is always half empty, which means I'm a person who thinks bad things first in a particular situation than thinking in a positive aspect. If it is you, then rate it as true. And if it's not, then keep it as false. Please be utmost truthful with this questionnaire, because it is going to help you to assess yourself. Okay? The next question, I am always apologizing for things. True or false? The next one, I am always telling myself I should be doing this or that. If it's applicable, then say it is true or else it's false. The next question, I constantly criticize myself. True or false? Everybody's following, right? Perfect. What other people think of me dictates how I feel about myself. Is it true? Then put it as true, or else put it as false. I am critical of my mistakes and relive them over and over again. True or false? I always let the people who care about me down. True
Sorry,
or
come
false?
again, ma'am.
I always let people who care about me down. मतलब कि I always let people down who care about me. I always what do you say? I always
मतलब hurt करना, right?
yeah, exactly. Not
Okay.
exactly hurt, but yeah, उनको नीचा दिखाना, okay? उनको हमेशा aggressively बात करना, उनको नीचा दिखाना. So I let them down. कुछ भी
Madam,
करके.
sorry.
Sorry?
Madam, sorry for the interruption, madam. Madam, but can you please avoid Hindi, madam, because we don't know even a word of Hindi.
Okay, I will. I am so sorry for that.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I always let, so I hope that you understood this question. Okay. I feel like I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. True or false?
False.
A partial failure is as bad as a complete failure for me. True or false? I bend over backwards to please others. That means I'll do anything and everything to please others. True or false?
True, ma'am.
I am not sure I have done a good job unless someone else points it out to me. True or false? It's hard for me to forgive and forget. True or false? I have to work harder than others for relationships, and I'm afraid that the relationship I have will fail. True or false? If I don't do as well as others, it means that I am not as good as them. Is it true or false? If I can't do something well, there is no point in doing that thing at all. True or false? Done? Everybody has their answers? If yes, show me a raise of hand. And if there is somebody who has any confusion with the questions, you can let me know now. Done? Everybody's
Ma'am,
done?
done. Done.
Done? Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, I can see a lot of chat as well. But now what I want you all to do is, you all have noted your true and false.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
now mark, count how many truths are there and mark it. For example, you have 4 truths and rest all are false. Then it will be 4 out of 15. Okay? There are 15 questions here, so it will be 4 out of 15. Rate yourself. And if you're comfortable sharing that rate, please do that. You can unmute and do. Or else you can type it in the chat box. Once it's done, please show me a thumbs up.
6 out of 15, ma'am.
Okay. Keep your scores with you. I'll tell you what does that score mean. Okay, I can see 3, 4, 9, 7, 10, 5, 10. Okay. 4. Okay. 10. Okay. 5. Perfect. So now with all these questions and the rate that I asked you to do, why did I make you do that? Is to assess yourself as to how confident person are you. And this is what your score means. If your score is between 0 to 4, that means you are a person who has a positive way of thinking. Sorry? Yeah. You are a person who has a positive way of thinking, which is good. If your score is between 0 to 4, you come across as a confident person. You have a good self-image and self-esteem. If your score is between 5 to 8, which means would you please mute yourself, Dr. Prasad? Okay, perfect. Thank you. If your score is between 5 to 8, which means you are struggling with some negative emotion and you have to try to come out of that. If your score is 9 or more, for the people who have score which is more than 9, that means you can be very critical of yourself. So for the people who have scored more than 9, please, please, please don't be this critical, because everybody has flaws and everybody will have their own challenges. But what keeps you going is that if you just love yourself and embrace yourself. Everybody keeps telling you that, right? That you must. I'm sure Gaur Gopal Das, everybody knows Gaur Gopal Das over here. Sadhguru, Gaur Gopal Das. What do they preach? That don't be that harsh. Love yourself. Do what's best for you. Don't be that critical. So do everybody out here today. Confidence is all within you. You have that spirit in you that you can do your best. It's just that the initial push that you're supposed to give. Everybody is confident. It's just that we fumble. We fumble and we shy away because of fear of judgment. And that's what we are supposed to overcome. Following me? Perfect. So now that you know where you stand, let's understand how can you improve and become a confident person. Well, how do we improve our self-confidence? Anybody who would want to take a guess or tell me certain tips that you feel that can help you improve your confidence?
Now, I would like to say something.
Yeah, sure.
All the lists that you have read out, I used to go through all this. Very recently, I have been able to transform myself. That means I used to criticize myself. I used to feel bad about everything that was going around because of I used to hear this a lot since childhood that I am an introvert person. Generally, basically, I'm an introvert. I don't like talking to people much, and that's how I created my self-image that I'm not good enough. I'm not confident enough. So recently, I have gone through this and I have embraced the positivity. I used to hear a lot of like Sadhguru, Gaur Gopal Das, and B.K. Shivani, and then how my transformation started. And now I am embracing life as it is, and I'm thinking very positively. And the reason that I have joined this group, that I never had a social media profile. I never used to chat with people in social media. Recently, I have joined so that I embraced myself to go for positive changes in life, and I am going for a self transformation like this. So this is a big change for me, a lot after a lot of years. So I can say that I am a positive person now.
Amazing. I want everybody to give a round of applause to Nipa for sharing her fears and speaking so confidently. That's the first step to overcome your fear.
Thank you.
Great job. And I'm sure that you are going to do great in your journey of transformation. Yes, I see somebody on chat saying, Azmail, if I am pronouncing your name correctly. Azmal. SK Azmal wanted to say something. So If you are there, then you can unmute. I see Mahi also sharing in chat. So we will keep this chat going. Let's move on to our next segment of how to overcome and how to become a confident person. Like, no, Azmal, you're not audible to me. Okay. Okay, you're not audible to me. At the meantime, how about you type your answer in the chat box and I'll read it out for everybody. Perfect. So let's understand, how do we improve our confidence for the people who would want to feel and overcome that fear of speaking? How do we do that? Well, number one, the first thing to do is embrace yourself and accept yourself for who you are. This is one mistake that we all do, is that we live in the judgments of others, isn't it? If my friend says I am beautiful, I am beautiful. If my friend says I am confident, I am confident. If my friend says I speak well, oh, I speak well. What about you? That's your friend's judgment. But what about your personal judgment? What about your personal commitment to yourself? So to improve your self-confidence, first believe in yourself. Don't don't live in the beliefs of others and how others perceive you. Believe in yourself and take a stand for yourself. That will happen once you start hugging yourself, loving yourself, and embracing all your flaws. First step to become a self-confident person is to accept yourself. Second, understand your self-image and your self-esteem. Now, what is self-image and self-esteem? There are two different things. Self-esteem refers to what you believe and perceive about yourself, whereas self-image is how you feel you look. It's all about your appearance, that how you feel you look. It's not about how others feel you look. Self-image and self-esteem are correlated, and they are all coming together to build our confidence. So have high self-esteem and self-image. If I ask you that, how do you think you feel? How do you feel? Okay, or how do you think you look? What would your answer be? For some, it may be, I don't know. My friends say, but I think I look good. Or, oh, I feel that my friends say, or my mom used to keep saying me that I have beautiful eyes. So I think I have beautiful eyes. Why do you think? If you are somebody who is confident, then you will say, oh, I have beautiful eyes. Right? So your self-image is what you think about, what you think that you look. And your self-esteem is what you think that you feel. If I feel I'm a confident person, I will say that I am a creative, confident, and hardworking person. How can I say that? Because I have high self-esteem. I don't question and doubt myself. We humans are wired in a manner that we'll think what others think, but we will not think that what we want. So the second thing to become a confident person is to have good self-esteem and self-image. The third thing to become a self-confident person and how you can improve is that say positive affirmations. Muhammad Ali? Do you all know? Show me a raise of hand. Yes, no, maybe you can type it in the chat box as well. Yes, I see the answers coming. Yes. So he was a boxer. And he Exactly. And he also had a positive affirmation before going on the ring. He used to tell this to himself that I am the greatest. And that's what used to give him confidence. So find out your go-to phrase or affirmation that will help you to overcome whatever obstacle that you're coming confidently. For me, before I go on to every session, I say that I am the best and I can do it. So when I'm saying this word, it's not because I'm being overconfident. It's helping me to feel confident that yes, it's helping me to reduce my stress and it's making me feel good about myself. So before you go on to stage or before you go into a situation where you feel that you will get anxious, you will get stuck, where you feel that you will feel underconfident, try positive affirmations. Affirmations like, I am greatest, I am the best, I will do it, I can do it, I am doing it. Right? So these three things will help you to improve your self-confidence. Anyone has anything to add? Azmal is raising his hand. I can't hear you. Can anybody else hear him?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Azmal, I think there's some issue with your audio. Please check that. Perfect. So let's move on to, now that we've understood what self-confidence is, let's move on to understanding first impression. Now, do you think that, okay, let me ask you this question. Describe yourself in one word. I want you all to unmute and describe yourself in one word.
Some
Ma'am,
action taker.
determination.
Okay, perfect. Action taker. What else? Chat box is also.
Determination.
Sorry?
Caring.
Determination.
Okay. Determination.
Caring
Okay.
person.
Okay. Caring person. I'm a human being. Okay. Best girl. Okay.
Per-
What else? Hardworking. Yes. What else?
Consistent person.
Consistent person. Wow. Okay. Anybody else? Come on. Don't shy.
Postcode.
Optimistic.
Optimistic. Lovely.
Always positive.
Always positive. Amazing. Hardworking, sometimes sensitive, perfectionist, hardworking. Okay, hardworking. Everybody is hardworking over here. That's a good skill to have. But always remember, with hard work, you should do smart work. Smart person and always positive. Perfect. Smart work. Okay. So when I asked you this question, everybody was telling me instantly that, I feel that I'm hardworking, which is really great. And that one quality that you described, you would want people to see that, correct? You would want people to see that, right? That's what impression that you are trying to make on the person. So that's what impressions are all about. What you decide to show the piece, to show the other person. So first impression is all about creating a mental picture. Now, when you look at this picture, what do you feel? Who, I'm sure everybody knows who is this person.
Shahid
Yes,
Kapoor.
ma'am. Shahid Kapoor.
Exactly. Now, when you look at this picture, what is the mental image that he's trying to display over here?
He's looking
Attitude.
confident.
Okay, attitude. Wow, that's good. Okay.
To get attention to him, madam.
Your attention to him. Okay. What else?
Confidence, ma'am.
Confidence. Perfect.
Confidence, ma'am.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Charisma.
Charisma. Wow. Yes. Anything else?
Looking nice.
Looking. This was the best. Looking
Smart also. Smart also.
smart. Absolutely. And he is an actor, so he has to look smart and he has to look nice. I don't know, somehow we do have that ideology, but we do. So when you look at this picture, you all came up with your assumptions, right? That he's looking so smart, he's looking so handsome, he's looking so charismatic. Just like how you were forming a mental image about him, don't you think that people create a mental image about you?
Yes.
The moment you enter the room, the moment you go to any place, you step into a room and people will start judging you. That's the harsh reality. People will start creating a mental image about you and they will start thinking that whether should I connect with this person or not. Let's understand this with a video. Just give me a moment. So the video I am going to show you right now is from a movie, Pretty Woman. It's by Julia Roberts was the actress. She's an American actress. And I would want you to check out this video and tell me what did you feel. Okay? Can you all hear the video and audio? Can you all see and hear clearly?
No, ma'am. Not yet.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now? Now can you?
Your screen is
Okay.
visible, ma'am.
But is the audio also visible?
Yes, ma'am. Audio also visible.
Can you hear? Okay, okay. Now I'm starting the video again, okay?
Audio is not good.
Audio is not there? Or
Not.
nobody can listen?
It's there, ma'am, but audio
No,
is
ma'am.
cracking a lot.
No, ma'am. Audio is not able.
Okay. I think there's some issue with my internet. Wait, if I... Okay, I think there's some issue with my internet. I guess because I can hear the audio. Is it cracking a lot?
Ma'am,
Yes,
is it?
ma'am.
Yes.
It's audible, ma'am, but
Ma'am, yes,
it's
ma'am.
Is
Your
it
voice is
issue?
perfect, ma'am.
Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me put this link in the chat box. And how about you check this video at your leisure time? I think that will be better so that we don't waste any time. Okay, I would want you all, I've put the link in the chat box. Do check out this video, okay? Not now,
Fine.
later. So why I wanted to show this video is, so the actress who enters in the room, okay, when she enters the room, the saleswoman just looks at her, observes her from top to bottom, and then she tries to make a judgment of her, even though she has money to buy clothes. But the saleswoman does not give her the clothes and does not let her buy. Why? All simply because she is not dressed well. The mental image that Julia Roberts was trying to create was of a very random, normal human being who cannot afford a fancy place. So this was the ideology of this video. Now, why did I wanted to show you this video? To make you understand that how people just mentally start creating their assumptions about you. without even you talking to them, without even you communicating to them. So first impression is something like that. That's why people say first impression is about communicating without actually communicating. How is it done? Through our clothes, the way we appear, the way we demonstrate ourselves to people. So first impression plays a very pivotal role, whether you want to take a loan, whether you want to impress somebody, whether you want to take a job or you want to crack an interview. It is said that it takes only 5 to 7 seconds. And this is from a Harvard study that shows that it takes only 5 to 7 seconds to create a mental image about a person. So you see how important first impression is. So always remember, when you are carrying yourself and when you are trying to go somewhere, make sure you are dressed appropriately from tip to toe. You are well groomed so that the way you feel is the way you demonstrate yourself is the way people will look at you. It's as simple as that. Now, let's understand, how do we make a killer first impression? Number 1, start with an eye contact. To make a remarkable impression, eye contact is very important. Now, for example, just observe me. If I talk to you like this, hello everybody, my name is Dhwani and today I am going to talk about first impression or body language and talking about confidence building. So what does confidence mean to you? Now, when I was doing this, what's happening? What do you feel? Do you feel connected to me?
No, ma'am.
No, right? Why? Why aren't you not connected?
No
Eye contact was not.
Okay, and what else did you feel?
Body language.
Okay, yes. And didn't you feel that I'm disinterested in talking to you?
Yeah, ma'am. I feel like.
Exactly. So that's what it feels when you do not maintain an eye contact with anybody. Yes, exactly. Not paying attention to you. And you know what? We humans are very sensitive. We love to talk to people if they pay attention to us. And we all love ourselves a lot. We all are narcissistic people. We all love all the attention in the world. So, to make a killer impression, start with an eye contact. Look into the person's eye and talk. It shows confidence. It shows that you are paying attention. It shows that you are here. And when you are here, you own the place. You own the stage. Right? Now, let me give you one tip for the people who feel that, you cannot directly look into the eye of somebody. Then look into the nose while they are talking. So this is called point of gaze. It shows that you are maintaining an eye contact to a certain extent. Because at times people do have that tendency to not directly look because they feel shy. So for those people out here, look into their nose while talking. And also, have you ever noticed one thing? That we humans are such. If we are angry, we look into somebody's forehead, especially this point. Notice kiya? Have you ever noticed that when you are angry, you look up and you look at their forehead? And so that shows, if somebody looks at your forehead and talk, that shows that they are somewhat angry with you. So you may want to work around that. Eye contact is very essential. It shows confidence and interest. So Please maintain an eye contact while talking. Dress to the occasion. Do you feel that dressing plays a very important role in first impression?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely. Dressing plays a very important role. Now, for example, if you are going for a wedding and if you wear jeans and a shirt and go, if it's a wedding of your brother, okay, for example, it's a very close wedding, somebody very close to you, and you go in jeans and t-shirt, are you dressed to the occasion? No, you're not.
No.
Exactly.
No, ma'am.
So always remember that dressing plays a very important role. The way you display yourself is the way people is going to perceive you. Right? There was a person who was receiving Narendra Modi in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so I do not have the picture right now. I will share it with Amit sir so that you can do that. You can check that out. Now there was one ISP person, okay, inspector. He wore sunglasses. Instead of wearing his uniform, he wore a formal shirt. He wore his sunglasses and he received Narendra Modi. Now, what was wrong in this picture? When you imagine a person wearing shades, wearing a formal shirt and top and trousers with shades on and receiving somebody of a higher authority. What is wrong over here? What do you feel is wrong over here?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
sunglasses
disrespecting.
are actually dominating. It dominates the person in front.
Exactly. So always remember that sunglasses, when you wear sunglasses and when you receive somebody of a higher stature, you need to remove that and then show your condolences to the person. Then meet the person. That's what dressing to occasion means. Dressing, grooming yourself appropriately, going out, making sure that you are well dressed and you are acknowledging the other person and respecting to the occasion that you're going with your presence. You can't wear anything and everything everywhere. Otherwise, people are going to make a judgment about you, and that would be something which would be negative, and you would not want to perceive people in that manner, or people to perceive you in that manner. So whenever you're wearing sunglasses or whenever you're going out, make sure you remove the sunglasses and then greet the person. That shows that you are humble. That shows that you are interested. That also leads to maintaining eye contact. Right? Perfect. Know your fragrance. Now, everybody just come on the camera. Okay? Just switch on your camera. I want to do a small activity with you. Just close your eyes and think that you are in a formal event. A person is wearing a nice jacket, shirt, and tie, and very well groomed person is approaching you and talking to you. Now, when they are talking to you, there is something about them that is annoying. You know, you can smell. Their smell is very strong, that is annoying you, despite they are speaking confidently, despite they are talking so beautifully. There is something that is triggering you, and that is the smell of the person. What would you feel? What would you do at that situation? What would you do? Who's gonna tell me?
Madam, I
I will
just
leave. I
moved
will
from that
leave, ma'am.
place.
Sorry?
Just I
I
moved
will
from
leave.
that place.
Ma'am, we
Exactly.
will avoid him.
Yes. We will avoid him or we'll remove, even though they are people, speaking so well and everything is fine. Their dressing sense is also good. But just because of their body odor, you would avoid them. Because you would be like, God, this person is good, but then he stinks a lot. And you would not want to ever meet the person, no matter how good they are. That's how important your body odor also plays when importance it has, and it plays a very pivotal role. So when you are creating a first impression, you would want to smell good. We all have our own body odor. We all have our own type of smell. Some have strong smell, some have less stronger smell. What can you do about it? Use cologne, use perfume. Can you please mute Asha? Okay. Yes, thank you. You would want to use perfumes, you would want to use roll-ons, you would want to use deodorants, but please ensure that you smell well, because like you all mentioned, you would not want to be avoided by people around you. Know your audience. Now, whenever you're going to any event and you want to create a killer impression, make sure that you know where you are going. Do your homework right. Okay? Check for the place that you are going. If you are going to a corporate event, a business event, or if you are going for a school event, understand who are the people you want to connect. Check out their profile. Everybody uses Facebook over here. I am sure you all must be using Facebook, Instagram, correct? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Quickly.
Yes.
Quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So understand that, do a thorough background that who all are trying to go to that place. And if you feel that there is somebody you would want to catch up with or talk to, do a certain background check of theirs. That will help you to create a good impression on them. Otherwise, why will people just randomly talk to you? We humans have the tendency that, what is in it for me? Why should I talk to Nipa? Or why should I talk to Gaurav for that matter? For what reason? Who are you? So always bring value to the table and know your audience. When you are approaching somebody with a little bit of background check, that will help you. For example, you approached a person that you would want to speak to. Okay, maybe he is some good boss of a good company. You would want to approach them and just talk to them randomly to make connection and network. So tell them that, hello sir, I've heard a lot about you, and I also follow you on LinkedIn and Instagram. I must say, I really like the inspirational quotes that you put. And the person would be like, oh wow, that's amazing that you follow me and you like my work. So now what is happening? Now that you know your audience, the person is also, you have grabbed the person's attention. So the person will also feel that, yeah, I want to talk to this person. So when you build this kind of connection, it will help you to network and grow and build a good impression. That can be the basis for you to talk to the person. But always remember not to stalk and creep the person out by knowing everything and telling him everything that, oh, I know this, I know that, I know you have 4 kids, I know you have these many cars. You don't have to creep or weird the person out, but just be mindful that what are you supposed to talk to the person and connect with them, understand them, and approach them, because people love to talk about themselves, like I mentioned. So do a thorough homework, check your audience, prepare yourself in that manner, introduce yourself in an appropriate manner, and then talk. That helps you to create a good impression. And non-verbal communication also plays a very important role. Agreed? Like people were mentioning, body language plays an important role. Yes, it does. Body language plays a very important role. Now, we humans have this tendency that when we are talking or when we are conversing with another person, we stand in one leg and talk. Correct? We put half of our pressure in one leg and we will talk. We lean in one side. Now, we don't realize that when we do this, we are trying to have a casual attitude. Knowingly or unknowingly. Now, with your friends, it's a different thing. But when you are in a setting where you want to create a good impression in the mind of others, you need to conduct yourself appropriately through your body language. So when you are standing, make sure that you stand straight and talk to the person rather than leaning at the one end. The second body language mistake that we make is that we fold our arms and talk. Right? Everybody does this. This is a standard operating body language. It's constant. Why? When we fold our arms and we talk, what's happening? Are we in our comfort zone? Yes, we are. Okay? So when we are in a comfort zone, always remember, when anybody is in their comfort zone, they never listen. So when you are demonstrating this kind of body language and talking to somebody, number one, it can show arrogance. And number two, it can show that you are somebody who's just trying to be defensive and having a cross gesture where you're closing yourself from anything that the person says. So always remember that you have an open arm gesture, because the moment you have your hand movements and you're standing straight and talking and keeping your hand in this manner and talking, it shows that you are listening to the person, you are interested to know the person, you would want to connect with the person, right? So these are the two mistakes that we all do when it comes to body language. Please try to avoid that, because you would not want to create a negative impression about you in the mind of others. The next one, copy their lingo. By copy their lingo, it means copy their language and how they are talking. If somebody uses, now everybody has their go-to word, correct? Some people use amazing a lot in their sentence. For example, if you're talking and you're saying that, oh, I achieved a milestone in my professional life. So the person will be like, oh, wow, that's awesome. That's amazing. I would really love to know more about it. Then again, if you appreciate or if you share another achievement, they'll be like, oh, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So now what's happening? Amazing has become a go-to word for the person. So when you also use that word, you mirror them. And if you use the same word in your communication, when you are talking to them, they'll understand you better. If you use their words and talk, if you use their language and talk, they'll understand better. Let's take a simple example. When we talk to kids, how do we say, ole, lele, ole, my gushy wushy, what are you doing? We say like that. Why? Because we want to copy their lingo. We want to copy their language so that they understand us. Correct? So in the similar manner, even adults do this. If you copy their language, not everything I'm saying. Okay, don't try to copy whatever they say. But pick up words and use those words to help you connect and create a good impression about yourself. Everybody is understanding so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
ma'am.
Perfect. The next point, make them feel important. Have you all heard this phrase where it says, people don't care what you wear, people will not remember what you wear or what cologne you're wearing, what fragrance you're having, or what nail paint you're having, or what haircut you're having. But people will always remember how you make them feel. If you make a
Yes.
person, yes, if you make a person feel important, if you make a person feel welcomed, they will definitely talk to you and they will definitely try to connect to you. If you make a person feel disinterested and if you make the person feel neglected, they will never come back to you. It's as simple as that. One mistake that we all make, and I have also faced personally, is that while I'm talking to somebody, people are trying to use their phone, check their phone constantly. And then, oh yeah, I'm talking something important. I'm like, they'll be checking their phone. I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. What's happening now? If I'm seeing my phone and also talking to a person, will the person feel important?
No, ma'am.
No, they will not. They
ठीक है.
feel exactly. They feel that it is a waste of time to talk to you. Why did I even put this much energy to blabber the sentence? It would be better that I would have talked to somebody else or wasted my energy in somewhere else, or I should have also scrolled my phone. So one mistake that we make is that we use our phone in conversations. Excuse yourself. Tell them, excuse me, just give me a minute. I will come back to you. Just give me a second. It's an important call. Can I take this if you don't mind? Just one simple sentence can make a person feel so important in the conversation. Right? Even you must have felt if somebody would have told you, would have justified their actions, you would have felt good. So always remember to make them feel important. Be yourself. You know what happens at times? If we want to impress somebody, even if we don't like movies, we will watch their movies so that they like us. If you are somebody who likes suspense movie and you do not like comedy movie, okay, just an example. You do not like comedy movie, but just because your partner likes comedy movie, you will do everything and anything to make sure that you also watch with them, submissing your emotions. What's happening? You're trying to be somebody that you're not. If somebody says that I am anti-BJP, I do not like BJP, and somebody says that I love BJP, so you will try to do everything to speak in other person's favor. Why? Because we want to be loved by everybody. We want to be appreciated. We want to feel welcomed. We want to impress people. So to impress people, one thing we forget is to be authentic and to be ourselves. So always, always, always remember, don't try to change for anybody. Don't try to do anything that you feel may make you think in a different manner and make you perceive in a different manner, which you're not. Exactly, like we should not be dogmatic. See, being diplomatic is a different thing. Okay? And certain white lies here and there is fine. But then don't change yourself and don't just be somebody that you're not. Faking is not good. People say that fake it till you make it, but I disagree with this statement. Do what you feel is best for you and be yourself. That will get you a good impression. A name is very precious. Okay. There was one interview that I was witnessing. And in that interview, the interviewee, the person who had approached for the job, was calling the interviewer's name was Jennifer. Now the interviewer was calling her Jenny. What's wrong here? The interviewee was calling the interviewer Jenny instead of Jennifer. What's wrong here?
Not at all.
Is it professional?
It's becoming too casual.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Exactly. It's becoming too casual. Do you want people to look? Do you want to get an impression that you're casual in an interview? Definitely not. So always remember to respect and be professional. Everybody loves their name and it's very precious. I have been called by different type of names and different type of pronunciations like Dhwani, 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 Dhani. I don't know what not. And it's such a simple word, Dhwani. But people make different pronunciations. So always remember to ask the person that, can I know how to spell your name? Can I know how to pronounce your name so that I don't make any mistake? Just a simple gesture of this can make you create a good impression. Always remember, a person's name is very precious to them and you may not want to mess that up. Build conversations. When you're talking to somebody, there are times that you run out of conversations. What do? It's simple. Throw the ball in their court. Okay? For example, one thing that I do to build conversation is that I become a child. I become a curious person to know about their journey, their success, their life. But not too much into their personal life, but for the fact, the things that they want to share and which can be a learning for me. Understanding? So always try to be a curious child and try to build up conversations with people. Ask them about, how did you know about this event? If you're going to a formal event, start by saying that, how did you get to know about this event? Oh, you got it through Instagram. I must say, even I got it through Instagram. They've become, the world has become so amazing, that we have all these technologies and social media. Then start building on, talk about social media, talk about things that they have done, talk about their achievements, ask them, what have you achieved, what are you doing professionally, how did you get that manager job, could you just guide me, even I am trying to become a manager, how did you crack that interview, I would really want to know more about that, what kind of questions they asked you, how did you answer that question, ask them. People love to talk about their achievements and people love to talk about themselves. That's how you can build conversations. That will help you to create a good impression. Once you've built the conversation, make a connection with them. How can you do that? By social media. Exchange numbers, follow up with them, take their Instagram, check them out, okay? Talk to them, build a connection. Because if you're investing time in somebody, you would want some outcome out of it, correct? We all are humans and we all want that, what is in it for me? So when you like a conversation with somebody, take some time off, next day connect with them and message them. Hey, it was really lovely chatting with you. I would really want to know more about you. I would really like to catch up with you. Can we meet for a coffee? Just a simple gesture. It can be for business thing. It can be to help you grow personally. It can be for anything. But build a connection, make a connection. Always remember, You are your own brand. You know, everybody knows Sachin Tendulkar? Of course. He's a cricketer, right? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
sorry. Yeah, perfect. So when I talk about Sachin Tendulkar, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Cricket.
Okay.
Cricketer and brand ambassador.
Okay. Anything else?
Air Force.
Air Force?
He is the brand ambassador of Indian Air Force.
Okay. Did not know that.
Bharat Ratna.
Okay, yes. Oh, yes.
His achievements.
His achievements, exactly. Exactly. So, you see how Sachin Tendulkar has built himself, right? The way he has built, you all can talk about him. You all can tell about him. Being your own brand. He has been his own brand. The way he has displayed himself in the public. He wants people to see him in that manner. He wants to be seen in that manner. That's the reason he's been displaying himself. He's done a lot of ads, he's done a lot of achievements he has had, and people follow him. Why? Because the way he carries himself speaks a lot about him. And we all have role models, correct? The way they carry themselves and create impression, you would also want to create that kind of impression. You would also want to have the way they talk. You would also want to have their charisma. You would also want to implement those things. How can they do that? How do actors do that? They become their own brand. They display themselves like Amitabh Bachchan, like Jaya Bachchan for that matter, Narendra Modi. All these celebrities are their own brand. The way they carry themselves, the way they talk, the way they stand, the way they sit, everybody wants to follow that. So remember, you can also be a role model to a person, knowingly or unknowingly. If you have kids, you are the role model for them. If you have siblings, you are a role model for them. So build yourself in that manner. Be a brand. Build yourself in that manner where people would want to be you. Right? Always remember, the level of understanding people have of you at the first go depends on how well you project yourself. With that, we've come to an end of the session. Anyone has any questions or anything that you want to say? The floor is open.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
Amazing. Oh, is a small word actually, because what you have done is you have brought in very simple points and you have taken it to the next level, in terms of simplicity, in terms of real life examples, in terms of practical examples from your own life. So people are able to relate to these things in a proper way. So we want more such sessions. That is number one. Dhwani, great job. So all of you in the room, 34 participants till now. So if you are having any kind of doubts, feedback, questions, please unmute yourself and ask the questions. I can see, yes, Rajesh Gautam. Yes, go ahead. Manikandan also wants to ask a question. If you are having any kind of questions, please feel free. Mahi wants to ask a question. Feel free. Ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go
It is
ahead.
session, Dhwani ma'am. I want to ask one question to Dhwani ma'am. See, every time we feel confident in each matter, each manner, but when we are coming to speak in English, that time this language barrier become uh, difficulty for us, and if we are not talking good in English, then what is the way to skip this stage and keep ourselves confident that time?
Okay.
So
You know the story of Narendra Modi?
yeah,
Did he know English?
No.
But he's still connected with people. How? Through his words. Words play a very important role, and the way you talk also plays a very important role. Even if you are speaking broken English, but you're making sense, people will listen to you. It's as simple as that. If you're speaking sense and talking confidently of whatever you feel, despite you having a broken English, that's totally fine. You can use Hindi and English together and also speak to people.
That's an
That's the
amazing
whole
example
idea.
once again, Dhwani. Matlab, this could not be, there could not be a better example than Pradhan Mantri Modi, because he speaks in broken English, but people listen to him. So communication, all of you, is not about English. It's not about being the best in English. You can be having, if you look at APJ Abdul Kalam, he had a South Indian accent, but that is okay. His
yes,
his work speaks louder than his words, and that is important. Just look at it. So you have multiple number of examples. Okay, so don't worry about it. Build your brand, as Dhwani ma'am said. Build your brand. Manikandan is a brand. Mahi is a brand. Bharat is a brand. Dr. Prasanna is a brand. Bharat is a brand. Gaurav Mittal, Kailash, Kavita, Khushi is a brand. Lakshmi is a brand. Build your brands. That is more important. Once you build your brand, people will listen to you, whatever language you are speaking in. That's important. Yes, SK Azmail, go ahead. Ask your question.
thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
This is a strange question that is coming in, Dhwani. I'm in love with a girl who is a classmate. I don't want to break my friendship, proclaiming that you are my love. How can I do, madam? Suggest. This is out of syllabus question.
Yeah, this is actually out of syllabus. I don't know what to say.
Okay, SK Azmail, you want to unmute yourself?
Actually, he's not audible.
You're not audible, SK Ismail. Okay, so you're not in the network zone as SK Ismail. So go ahead, come in the network zone, and maybe you can ask in a softer tone, maybe a different question, but not this question. This is out of syllabus. Network issue, not an issue. We can connect tomorrow. We'll connect tomorrow, SK Ismail. Okay. Yes. Anybody else who's got question? Dr. Prasanna, are you having any kind of questions? Vijay Kumar, go ahead. Yeah. We'll take only 2 to 3 more questions, okay, and then we'll close for the night. It's already 10 o'clock. We'll go to sleep now. It's time for sleep. So yes, last 2 to 3 questions. Manikandan, you are on camera and I'm able to see you. Do you have any questions?
No, sir, but madam has already
Covered
explained
every
all.
point. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Madam has really been very good in her presentation. So she's been able to solve 90% of your doubts already. So we don't have any doubts as of now. But still, if you're having any questions, please do ask it. See, basically, what we're trying to do is we're trying to just showcase all of you that there is a different level of communication which is possible. I can teach you fluency, but I cannot teach you communication the way Dhwani ma'am teaches you. And that is why we have a different level of communication, which is an advanced level course that we have. So, all of you who are interested may want to join. So, please speak to your accountability partners. They'll be guiding you with the next level of program that we have. Because ma'am, it is not possible to cover what ma'am covered in 1 hour. It's not possible to cover that in 1 hour. It will require, yes, you can have the PPT of Vani ma'am, Dhwani ma'am, sorry.
Name
She
is
mentioned.
precious.
Yes, Dhwani
Uh,
ma'am.
I do
Dhwani, yes,
not
yes.
share my presentation, but you can check the recording.
Okay, you can check the recording. That is also a good option. You can check the recording. Yes, Bharat, go ahead. Ask your questions.
Sir, I have a very small question, sir. Before that, we have to thank Dhwani ma'am and also Amit sir.
Thank you.
Because 1 week before we have a topic which is communication, sir. In that video, I have listed all these things what ma'am said, eye contact and make them important. That those all the topics I have revised that days, and I also covered with that video. And now ma'am briefed all the things elaborately. Thank you for that.
Ma'am has taken to the granular level. Okay, I was
Yes,
listening to her and was thinking, okay, well, eye contact may we have to cover the sunglasses also. Well, I had never thought on those lines. Matlab, you have to go to that granular level because it matters a lot. Everything matters. Each and every word that you're speaking, each and every body posture that you're making is being judged by somebody. You're being judged when you are a leader. I'll give you an example. This is Richard Nixon versus one of the US president. It was a presidential fight that was going on. And Richard Nixon and the other presidential candidate was where both of them it was 1960s. They were on the television. It was getting relayed to all the people in USA. And Richard Nixon was actually fidgeting with his fingers. Okay, he's playing with his fingers, and because he was playing with his fingers, he lost the elections of United States. This is how important body language is to your particular personality, to your brand, to your communication, to your effectiveness. So you cannot be wrong in that. You have to learn the basics. And just ma'am took it to a different level altogether by going into the basics, the granular level, each and every word, each and every topic. Great job. Yes, Manikandan, over to you.
So this question is to Madam. When Madam, what said is eye contact, sir. When we spoke with the girl, we feel so shy. So how to overcome that problem?
Okay, so when you're talking to a girl in a professional setting, let me tell you in that aspect. It's if it's in a professional setting, everybody is same. If you have to maintain eye contact, you have to maintain an eye contact, be it a girl or be it a boy. But what you can do is if you feel you're feeling too shy, like I mentioned, you can look into the nose of the person and talk. That's called point of gaze.
That is
Got it?
concept number one. The other thing that you can do is there's a facial triangle that you can look at. So you can look at the eyes, you can look at the nose, go back to the right eye, left eye, nose, right eye, left eye, nose. That is a facial triangle you can use.
Yes,
And maybe because of that, you'll be looking at the eyes also and nose also. And the other
exactly.
person will not feel offended or bad about the entire conversation.
Yes.
Okay, Manikanda, that is what you should be doing. Because if you do not maintain eye contact, then it will be a problem. Yes, how to transform my fear into power in front of audience and people. How to transform my fear into power. How to do that?
Okay, so
Rajesh Gautam.
what
Yeah.
what is the fear that you're talking about? What
Rajesh
fear?
Gautam, please mention the fear. Okay. Then we can help you. Yes, SK Azmail, you are raising your hand once again. Put your question in the chat box because your network is poor. Okay, we're waiting for your question. Do it fast because we're running short of time.
Yes.
10,
Ma'am,
10,
I
and
have
we'll
a doubt.
close it. Yeah.
Yes.
So this is Bharat, and
Yeah.
ma'am, I have a small doubt, which is cold shower improve our confidence is true or not, ma'am?
What?
Taking cold shower in the morning will increase our confidence or not?
It's just, oh God, it's just a superstition. What is confidence? It is all about your inner self and how you think. Okay. So it does not matter whether you take a cold shower or take a hot shower. It matters inside, what you think of yourself. That's what confidence is about. It's nothing like that. It's just assumptions and superstitions.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, great. So I think we had a splendid session today. I would like to call Ms. Khan on the stage now for the vote of thanks for this particular session. It was a really wonderful session. Ms. Khan, if you're available, can we have the vote of thanks, please?
Yes, sir, please. Thank you. So yes, good evening, all of you. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for giving your valuable time here. And special thanks to our chief guest, Dhwani ma'am, for this wonderful session on how to make a killer impression and confidence building. So thank you, ma'am. Because of you, today we have learned the importance of eye contact during dressing according to the occasion and how non-verbal communication play an important role and so on. Thank you, Amit sir, also for creating such an amazing platform and helping us to become the best version of ourselves. Thank you, ma'am, Thank you, Mr. And thank you, everyone, for joining and making this session successful. So with this, I would like to say good night to each other. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. And Dhwani ma'am, really a pleasure interacting with you and having this particular session with you, because we learned so much. I learned so much from you. I was listening to each and every word that you're speaking, and I had because I cannot copy you. It's so difficult to copy you because you go to such granular level. You know, I speak in broad sense. Okay, and you go to such granular level. It's hats off to you to the kind of research that you have done, and keep on continuing the great job, ma'am. And we want more sessions with you in the future, definitely, for sure. And we'll look forward to meeting you in the near future very soon. So thank you so much. Good night and take care, everybody. Good night and take care. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night, ma'am.